Hello, this is Chef Mundo Renaissance Catering, and I'm back for the second video. Like I said, it'd be. I am supposed to also let you guys know to like and subscribe. I forgot that in the last video. Also, if you notice, the name of the channel is Renaissance Catering Las Vegas. I also messed up. I didn't realize that because the email that I used is Renaissance Mundo. I thought that had to be the name of the channel. I learned it didn't have to be. I could just name it like our company's name. So that worked out even better. Um, let's see what else. So a little backstory on me. I come from one, just to let y'all know before you ask, I am Mexicano, full blood, 100%. I come from a South Texas. I grew up in Brownsville, Texas, and which is a border town of Matamoros, Tamaulipas, Mexico. I grew up there, started cooking about the age of 5. And then from there I went to Houston, Texas. I was at the Art Institute of Houston, where I worked at Copeland's of New Orleans, where I will be telling you some stories of Copeland's of New Orleans later on in the channel, as well as other stories as well I plan to tell you guys. And then after that, I went to Colorado Springs, and then to Scottsdale, Arizona. When I was in Scottsdale, Arizona, I went back to culinary school to finish my degree, and that's where I met Chef Damiano. From there, I ended up getting married. I had kids. We then moved to Miami, and then from Miami we moved to Vegas. Things weren't working out. Such, like I've told you before, happens in this world. But I do have two amazing sons, Sonny and Max, which I love dearly. And me and their mom are awesome. We're very good friends. Actually, she even works for Renaissance Catering. Um, also, so I came to Renaissance Catering about 6 years ago. At the time, I was a very hardcore alcoholic, and I met Chef Michael, and he decided to give me a chance in his kitchen and let me know he was starting Renaissance Catering right away. We hit it off, and it was great. I was doing amazing. I loved it. And then one day, bad stuff happened. I did something very stupid. One day I will tell a story of that. And this is just for a little backstory. I'm not going to go into it. And I should have been fired. Chef Michael decided not to fire me against everybody else. At the time, I was just a cook. I wasn't even a chef yet. For Renaissance, I was a chef, just not the chef for Renaissance. A few months later, I became the chef. A few months later after that, I became the owner. After owning Renaissance for a couple of months, my partner, things didn't work out. He decided to back out. So Chef Michael came back in and decided to show me his way of Renaissance. And that all happened within the first year of owning the company. So that is where I'm at right now with Renaissance and Chef Michael. He came back in as co-owner to show me how he ran Renaissance and where to get Renaissance properly, and show me his tricks of the trade. So what do I think I'm going to get from this channel? Well, like I said, part of it's going to be information and helping other people's out. I will also be telling culinary stories, stories that happened throughout my life, stories that happened through Chef Michael, Chef Damiano, other chefs I know. Not really much else I can tell you guys right now as far as me, without having to go into long story in detail, other than, like I said, I grew up in Brownsville, Texas. I am a Mexicano. As you know, I'm a very light-skinned Mexicano, which had its own difficulties growing up in an area where it's mainly dark-skinned Mexicanos. And also, just to let you all know, another interesting fact about me, by the time I was in second grade, I already had four open heart surgeries. So I basically grew up, or was born fighting from, I've just been a fighter. And like I told you on my last video, it's about how much pain you can take to be successful. Well, I was born fighting. 4 open heart surgeries by the time I was in second grade. Doctors told my parents they probably was looking about a good 16, 17 years with me. Now I'm in my 40s, and I'm still here. So I don't give up. I keep going. I keep fighting. Doctors say I shouldn't be a chef. That I should be like a door greeter or something. Not gonna happen. I just not possible for me. I love being a chef too much, and catering is I love it even more. Like I tell people, that's why our famous saying is, I tell people we are Renaissance. That does have a meaning around here. Um, we, I am, I should say, and Renaissance Catering are very demanding of our employees. We expect the best, but at the same time, we try to provide the best every single time, no matter what. And growing up the way I did, being very light skinned, you have to put up with people from both sides, from my own culture and even from other cultures. So from my other cultures because I'm Mexicano, and from my own cultures because I'm a light skinned Mexicano, which typically in my culture is known as, most light skinned Mexicanos are known as fresas, what we call the preppies of our culture. And I am more what you would call a naco, your guy that grew up in the barrio. That's just the way I am. And let's see, what else can I tell you about myself? Grew up in Brownsville, Texas. Went to James Pace High School, um, Stell Elementary. I'm sorry, Stell Junior High and Russell Elementary. Speaking of making mistakes, as I told you guys, I'm gonna make constant mistakes, but I'm not gonna edit it. One, because I don't know how to. It's just being more real with you. Mistakes happen. But other than that, that's a little bit about me, and because I know there's gonna be questions of who I am, where I came from. What I brought to the table when I came to Renaissance was a totally different flair. Chef Michael is very artistic. I am more into the flavor, especially when it comes to such things as ceviches and anything having to do with the Mexican cuisine or any type of Spanish culture cuisine. I happen to be very good at. Um, I was also had the pleasure. When I was in Scottsdale, Arizona, I was trained by a world master chef by the name of Anthony Damiano. I was his protege for a while, which was also awesome. And you'll also hear stories about that. Um, that's the main thing about this channel that I'll be using. It's to let you know about Renaissance and where I come from. And I don't know, it's kind of my therapy also. With everything going on, so much stress. So for me, being able to be here and tell you all my stories, how I got here, the little stories in between, the funny things that happen to me, the bad things that happen to me, the good things that happen to me. It's a whole adventure. So hopefully you all like what you hear and you come back, and you'll get to see some events we do. You'll get to hear about some stories of the past of different chefs, gadgets. I don't know. We don't know, and I don't know what this channel is going to bring. But like I said, if you don't forget to like and subscribe, and I hope to see you in the future episodes. Like I said, the first real one will be tomorrow morning. Be going over what my plans are for January. I'm gonna go over what my prep list, but what my first list will be being what's going to be due in the first week or the first month, or what my goals are, and then I'll let you know about what events we have this month so far. And yeah, I'll just work you out through there. You'll get to see what a prep list looks like. You'll get to see how I get the employees in, and probably some prep and some food. So thank you once again. This is Chef Raimundo, Renaissance Catering, and until next time, like I always say, we are Renaissance. Bye.